All right, episode 3. Let's go. Playing it, starting it. Pretty much in sync. Pretty much. Okay. It's good. It's a recap. Let's let it play out. This is my second take because I had the audio on. Man, the last episode had a really cool part there. That was awesome. Take a look. This is what happened. My camera froze. My camera froze. My camera froze. It's back. That's okay. That was the intermission. That was a recap. I'm not sure why it does that. My day, my day. I'm checking. Everything's fine. I just want to get up to a certain part, then I can rest. I'll be fine with that. They're not going to do the whole anime in 12 episodes, are they? No way. This is episode 3. 3, 6, 7, 9. What if they do? I don't want to look. I'd like the surprise. I'll take as many surprises as I can get since I already read the manga. I can, like, forget it. I can make myself forget it. It's very dangerous, though. Dangerous technique. There we go. Intro's over. It can reach far. Less powerful. It smells like soap, right? 2 meters. Oh, it's not strong enough. It's kind of strong. Dude, if it was Star Platinum, she'd be out of there already. She'd be gone. Need to learn. Wait a minute. Is this where that image is from? This episode? Is she gonna put $1 in there? In the coin slot? Who carries change? What kind of prison has currency, bro? How's that work? Why is that a thing? This is like a Seinfeld episode. Buck up. A month. Who's she gonna call? Who's she gonna call anyway? Money. As it always is. Mommy. Mommy. Yo, those pants though. She a Joe bro. Oh no. Yeah, but so her voice changed like this. I've been liking the Japanese voice so far. I went to the English. It didn't feel right. I tried it a little bit. She has stand power, though. You help her. Just don't land any more, and just use stone free on her. Exaggerating. Maybe she will. Just, well, just say no from now on. Don't try to get it back. Let her come to you. Whoa. Stone free. Okay. Now she's asking for it. Bruh, they're just waiting for answer. What's she gonna do? Hmm? What? How are they gonna know she did that, though? What's going on in her stomach to making her doing that? The mind. You're the only one. You gotta be the voice of yourself. Let's see what she does. Somehow. Jotaro. Hopefully. It's not like I read the manga. I still hope it's different. Don't say anything. Jotaro. No. What is this? Ooh. Don't meet him. Don't meet him. Why not? What if she doesn't? Oh, damn. How does he know? Wait a minute. How does he know? How did he know? The guards come at the best time. What is that? I thought I was starting to play Jotaro's song. Yo. Balsu? With white hair? Butt shat. Dewey thick. He got big dumpy. This guy could be the antagonist for all we know here. Is he? No way. No way. His shirt's melting. Is Gyro? Oh, he's blind. What? Visitor. $10 for that. Bro, that's where the poop come out though. It's an entryway. Let him know. Dun dun dun. Who could it be? I don't want to say anything. I just realized something. I won't say it. No kissing. Foreign language. The guard. Jolene. What is that? Just tell her why though. But why? Oh, getting goosebumps. Getting goosebumps. The ride we're about to take. What is that? Bones. Oh yeah. Dude, they didn't even change the soundtrack. It's the same one. It's classic. My dude. I hope I didn't spoil it, but I was very excited. I was saying Jotaro. Is the end of the episode? Oh man. Wait, no, it's not. Yo, that Star Platinum first image. Stepfather? What the heck is this? It was a fake Jotaro? She wanted her real dad. Where was this guy, bro? Oh, she doesn't like him. He had it. Good grief. Real stuff going on now. Cataracts is behind it all. Can they prove that? Probably not. Boom, boom. The vent. Imposter. Wide lens. Bulge lens. The Jewel Stub Bloodline. Hundreds of decades. For a century. That's our gift. Get over yourself, Jotaro. Jesus. That's just a replay of the part 3 animation. The legend lives on. Oh, she didn't even know about this. Predisposed. Stundle. So she hasn't seen him for a long time? What the heck? I don't remember. Ooh, yo, what up? How many seconds you got? She just let her. He let her hit the table. Yo, this is the real stuff right here. This is like part 3 now. It was in the bread. They have X-ray now. I think they had X-ray back then. before all this. Huh. It's I know the name, but I'm not gonna say it. Yo, that's 3D. It's not rubbish. Make sure I don't freeze. Mm-hmm. Oh. Hmm. True. When she moved to the door, I think. Wait, no. I don't know. Maybe. Fortuitous. Uh-oh. Oh, it shot him. Oh, he got shot in the left arm. Oh, damn. Damn. I don't remember that. She knows that her father's vulnerable, dude. Your dad's not a god. No, watch the credits. Yo, couldn't he use the whirl? I know he doesn't know. He doesn't know if he has to save it for later at any given moment. So that was a good moment though to use it. Why didn't if he used the world there? I think it would have been fine. Unless there's more to that technique. Maybe he had more cooldown. Who knows? I really want to watch the next one now. I want to watch the next one. This is good. This is good stuff. Oh man. I'm really curious if the whole anime is condensed into 12 episodes. I don't know how that could be, but I don't really don't want to look, but I'm tempted to look. Check just like the episode names. Nah, that'd be too easy. A dreamer. They could have did Ozzy Osbourne's Dreamer. Interesting credits sequence here. Okay. Well, there you go. Next one coming.